Yes, AI is everywhere. I'm starting to believe that even my dog may be AI. But here's a wake-up call for you. Most of these AI app tools are just gimmicks. Sure, they can do something that looks like an app, but when the time comes to actually use them, they fall apart faster than my future plans. In this Softr review, I want to check whether this AI app builder is different or just another marketing trick. To start out my Softr review, what even is this tool? At its core, this is way more than a vibe coding platform. The AI-powered no-code Softr app builder helps people create business software without needing real technical knowledge. But where it stands out is that rather than just generating a standalone app and leaving you to figure out everything else, Softr gives you a complete environment for building and managing applications. The platform feels perfect for client portals, internal tools, customer relationship management options, and more serious workflow-driven business applications. Don't get me wrong, Softr is a great tool even if you want to build a small app, but it's probably more tailored for more advanced projects. What I really liked is that the AI creates the foundation, but you're not locked into constantly chatting with AI every time you want to make a change. If you've used any app builder in the past year, you know they follow a simple cycle. Prompt, create, regenerate. That almost rhymed. Softr's workflow feels more practical. You describe what you need, the AI creates the initial structure by assembling it from a set of handcrafted blocks, fields, and actions that users can mix and match, and then you visually manage and customize everything yourself. No constant regenerations. This makes the Softr platform easier to understand, maintain, and scale over time, at least for users like me who absolutely love to mess around with every small detail. Okay, so we know what Softr is, but what's the main perk of the Softr AI Co Builder? For me, it's just how complete the app feels even after a single prompt. While I mentioned Softr is amazing for more complex projects, even a beginner can create a functioning app here fairly easily. When you describe your project, the AI creates page layouts, navigation, business logic, workflows, and even database structures. I like that it asks questions right away about how your app should work, making it easier for beginners to refine their ideas. Another feature is that the platform includes a relational database, which means tables can connect to one another, making it possible to build more advanced applications without additional annoying setups. The database tools are surprisingly capable. You get formulas that automatically calculate values, lookup fields that pull information from related tables, and AI database agents that can interact with your data using natural language. If that sounded like a bunch of mumbo-jumbo to you, then don't worry, you don't need this deep of knowledge to build an app. All this is done in the background by Softr. Once the AI creates the first version of your app, the visual editor takes over. You can rearrange sections, modify layouts, and customize the entire user experience without ever touching code. This balance between automation and manual control is one of the strongest Softr features for me personally. It makes building my app surprisingly smooth. Another area where Softr performs well is permissions management. You can create different user roles, user groups, and access levels for pages, blocks, or actions. On a similar note, the platform also integrates with popular data sources, including Airtable, Google, Sheets, Notion, SmartSuite, Xano, and Coda. Yeah, there is a lot. So if your business already stores information in those platforms, Softr can turn that existing data into a working application without forcing you to rebuild everything from scratch. That would be a nightmare. Now, as I mentioned at the start, security is another major focus. Built-in authentication, access controls, and permissions management enable the creation of client, employee, and partner portals without relying on third-party solutions, meaning you don't need to connect to yet another app just to get what you need. Finally, there are workflow automations. Actions can be triggered automatically when forms are submitted, records are updated, or specific events occur. It's actually really easy to set these up, and you get guidance along the way, which I really appreciate. So if you're interested in building your own business software without coding, don't forget to check out the special Softr offer linked below or scan the QR code on screen right now. Okay, so what would be the best real-world use case for Softr build applications? Well, one of the strongest cases for the Softr business app, as I mentioned, is client portals. You can create secure environments where customers can access documents, invoices, and all that good stuff. And what I think would also work really well is building internal tools. Softr can also be an effective way to launch an MVP quickly for any new startup. If you've ever worked on a startup, you know that it can take months to build custom software, only for it to eventually get shot down really quickly. With Softr, you can create a working version in just a few hours and then spend the time you have left on feedback and improvements. But I won't sit here all day naming use cases. I think you get the point, and I believe you already know what you're going to use it for. Look, I can't do a Softr AI review without discussing the downsides. That's not my style. And the biggest limitation is actually customization. While the visual builder is flexible, it won't offer the same level of freedom as a fully custom-coded application. Pricing can also be a consideration as projects grow. Many limits are tied to users and records, so costs may increase as your application gains more customers and stores more data. Overall, the pricing is fairly competitive compared to other app builders, but the monthly fees can escalate quickly. There's also the database factor. Because Softr relies heavily on structured data, the quality of your application depends on how well your information is organized. Of course, for you, with your very clean databases, that won't be a problem, but for some, poorly structured databases can create challenges regardless of how well the platform is organized. But you also still have to play your part in creating that perfect application. The AI can't do everything for you, at least not yet. So the final verdict, is Softr AI the next best AI app builder? Actually, I think it is. It's not doing anything crazy different, but it manages to pack a very powerful application builder with easy-to-use tools. Softr focuses on helping people build software that can actually support users, security, and technical day-to-day work. Softr offers one of the more complete AI app builder solutions currently available, so if you'd like to start building your own app today, check out the discount link below and see what Softr can create for you. And after that, come back to this video and leave a comment with your experience, or let me know if you need a more extensive Softr software tutorial. I'm really interested in what you think. Okay, thanks for watching my review. I hope to see you in the next one, and goodbye.